All right, guys, welcome into Unimportant Viewpoint with Nate and Luke. What's up, Dick?
Hey, fuck you. Start that way. Here we go. This is going to be a spicy episode, I can already tell. Motherfucker.
What'd you do this past week, man?
Dude, I worked, and I know I say it every week, but man, I'm tired. Work has been horrible lately.
It's awful. It's been a constant row, man. It hasn't it?
Bro, we're making money, though. The OT check going to be solid.
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing, like, I actually feel better now, but the first 2 days when I got back and we worked those two 10-hour days in a row, like those 2 days in a row that were 10 hours, I was beat.
I was zombie mode.
I was beat.
Yeah, I feel
so I thought for sure I was just going to be, like, trash this whole week, but I've actually, like, bounced back. The first day wasn't bad. Like,
no.
It was long, but I wasn't really... Like, I was tired, but not like...
Day 2, I was tired the whole day.
But day 2, I was...
awful.
It was bad. I
slept, like... Usually when I go to sleep, I'll wake up 2 or 3 times, so I go pee, and then my legs will hurt, and then I just won't be able to sleep all the way through. I'm sleeping straight, bro. Like...
That's crazy.
I sleep all the way to my alarm. I don't get up early. I don't wake up and pee.
I can't believe that.
I'm tired.
People do that. And, like, I'm not the person...
I don't do it often.
I'm not the person... Well, no, I'm saying the opposite of what you're saying. You're saying you don't sleep through the whole time very often. No, I'm saying the opposite. People that, like, wake up in the middle of the night to go pee and shit, that's weird to me.
I wish it wasn't weird to me, but
that's, like, so weird to me.
As I've gotten older, it happens more often.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude, well, I chug water before I go to bed, too.
I don't really.
Because I'm worried about dehydration. I'm an old person.
I'm definitely...
As a senior citizen, I'm very worried about it.
I'm definitely borderline. Probably my blood's probably mostly like sugar and not water.
I'm worried about that, too.
But it's probably thick as hell, but I'm not really that worried about it. But I mean, good. Even if, like, sometimes I'll even go to bed and, like, I feel like I need to, like, pee. Like, kind of a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and fall asleep, and I don't wake up until the next day.
That's psychotic behavior. You're going to pee the bed one day.
No.
You're going to be a bedwetter.
I doubt it.
Jenna, if he pees the bed, I need you to tell me.
I used to pee the bed, like...
You would.
Like, way past the point of it being, like...
I feel like I did, too, though. I know I was...
I think it's actually more of a common thing. Like, not common, but it's more of a thing that happens than, like, what my... childness thought.
Yeah.
But, like,
I feel like 5th grade I peed the bed once.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure there was times that, like, I was, like, half awake when it was happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, like I was half awake when it started, and it was just kind of like, well, we're already here.
Might as well keep going.
Not gonna cut this stream now.
Gotta clean the sheets anyway. You ever had a dream where you pee in the dream? And then you wake up like, oh shit, I gotta pee real bad.
It's probably because you gotta pee real bad.
Yeah. But like when that happens, like, okay, I gotta get up now. There's no messing around.
Yeah.
I'm peeing.
Yeah, that's just weird to me, dude. It's so weird to me. People like needing to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, like waking up and needing to go to the bathroom.
Wait, when you hit 30, it'll change for you.
Oh my god! Like 2 months from now, like I'm just magically gonna all of a sudden.
You're old, bro.
All of a sudden, gonna have to
listen. I keep talking. Old age is going to come at you fast. Hair's going to go away.
You're telling me it didn't happen until you were 30? You all of a sudden started needing to wake up in the middle of the night?
Pretty much, yeah.
You didn't do that before?
Not particularly, no.
I don't believe you. You're full of shit.
I'm a pretty heavy sleeper.
You're full of shit.
Whatever, bro.
But yeah. Yep, work definitely ass kicking.
Yep.
Ass kicking.
It's going to be that way for a minute.
And it was an ass kicking for sure for me because I was off that whole last
when you have
week.
that much time off and you come back
and
to a
then
shit
you come
show,
back to a 10-hour day, that was horrible.
After working like 8-hour days for a long time.
You're halfway to your week, like halfway hour-wise to a normal work week, and you're only 2 days in.
You had a rough time.
Yeah, it was not pleasant. But I will say that we did go golfing on Sunday.
Whooped his ass.
You can't even say that.
I can't.
I've seen the look on your face. You couldn't even say it with a straight face. Real bad.
I had so much fun, but it was terrible.
Dude, like I told you, it is fun, and it's annoying too sometimes, but like because you get irritated. It's
I got
still
grumpy
fun.
at one point.
Yeah, it's still fun though. I mean, especially if you're going with somebody. Yeah. Like sometimes I even go by myself. Just
I don't know. I'm not ready for that.
That's
because I would definitely quit and go home.
I mean, quit and go home. It's not going to hurt anything. I mean, you paid the money, but
yeah,
other than that, it's not really. I mean, I don't go play 18 by myself or nothing.
18 holes is too many.
Dude, that was too much.
It was so much.
For the fact that, like, I hadn't played since, like, the beginning of last summer and you hadn't played at all, 18 was too much.
We hit hole 9. I'm like, okay, I could be done. But guess what?
We hit hole 9 and I thought, oh, I'm fine. But, like, probably about after the third hole of the back 9, I was
That's
like...
12.
Okay. I don't know what the point of that was, but anyways,
I don't know.
By the third hole of the back 9, I'm like, geez, this is gonna be a long rest of the journey.
And you because our buddy Nick went with us, and Nick, he's been golfing.
Yeah,
y'all are you were either tied or you were super close.
I'm pretty sure we were tied. Well, no, I think he was one under.
I think he
me.
was one. Yeah,
he was one under me after the first 9,
and then you crashed.
And then the start of the back 9, I was crushing him.
Yeah, you did.
I went from being down one, like, him having one stroke on me to, like, I had, like, 4... Actually, I think I had 5 strokes on him.
You
And then, like, I got tired.
You crashed and burned pretty hard.
Yeah, it was game over. It was game over. I was playing pretty good for me, except for my putting was horrible. If my putting had been good when we played, I probably would have like had the best like 18 holes of my life.
Yeah, you were hitting good.
Because I mean, I was getting on the green like in a like the amount of strokes you would want to get on the green. I was on there, and then I would 3-putt or at the very least I was 2-putting, but there was plenty of 3-putting, and like if you're doing that, you're screwed.
I'll show you how to putt. That's the one thing I was good at.
Yeah, that was the thing you were the worst at.
Yeah, I was so bad at it.
Yeah.
Well, my whole goal was just get to the green. Once I get there, I didn't care.
That's what I think happened.
I was like, I think you were
just hitting it. I don't think you were even trying to figure it out.
I did not care.
But
it's fine.
We'll have to go again sometime.
Yeah,
I don't know when because life is so freaking busy. But
yeah.
But we'll definitely have to go again.
I'll practice and then I'll be
before the end of this year. We
In
ought
the
to go
fall.
right up here, like right up by your house.
Yeah, it would be looking convenient for me.
Because that looked like, I looked at it when I passed it earlier, and that, I've never really paid attention to it. But this time I actually paid attention, and it looks like it's pretty open.
Yeah, there's
it doesn't look
forest.
like there's like individual trees, but there's not like any like.
I've lost so many balls.
Of trees.
So that would be great to not lose that many again.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I didn't lose as many as I normally do. But like I said, I played, like, my driving and my irons, I played really good. Like, probably the best I've ever played.
Yeah.
And my putting was the only part that sucked, but you're not going to lose a ball putting, so.
Yeah. Next time we go, I'm going to get TikToks of us hitting the ball good. Because every TikTok I recorded was
somehow,
trash.
Well, first of all,
trash.
That one video, the one that you actually posted.
I didn't even know that was posted.
Yeah, well, anyways, that one that you posted is, I know I fucked it up, or, sorry, excuse my French, that was a little aggressive, but I knew I screwed up, was going to screw up, because I was like, it was the pressure of the fact that I knew you were recording, you know what I mean? So, I think that's what got me on that one, was like, I knew you were recording, and I was just like, Brr!
Yeah. Well,
it wasn't even that bad of a shot.
It just went like straight in the air.
It just, well, I mean, it did go towards that tree line, but I mean, I played it. It was playable.
And you notice how I didn't pan the camera all the way up to the sky? I'm not a fucking dick. When I hit the ball, you swung it all the way to the right. Like
that's because that's where the ball went.
I was so mad.
That's where the ball went, bro.
So unnecessary.
Here's the thing, though. For your first time playing, I will say that you were like much better than I would have thought.
Really? I thought it was bad.
So here, the biggest thing is a lot of the times when you hit it bad, it's because that's actually where you were aiming and you didn't realize it.
Yeah. My form is bad.
Yeah, like if you had actually not been aiming that direction, you probably wouldn't have hit it that direction.
Yeah.
Like where you thought, like how you thought you had a slice in your shot.
I did it before we played.
Is actually not. Well, at least when we played, it wasn't the case.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was that you're actually like. But I mean, to be fair, we kind of worked on your swing before the first drive, so it might have helped a lot. But like. A lot of times when we were playing, like if you hit it like into the trees, it was because you were actually aiming towards the trees.
And my head was like all the way.
You just didn't realize it, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna practice before we play again. Be better this time.
We need to get like one of those. They have like, well, I mean, I guess you don't even have to. It doesn't have to be a professional, but we need like a stick or something, like a straight that we can like lay down when we play, like when you play a whole round, so you can like actually see like.
That would be great.
This is where you're aiming right now.
Yeah. I don't quite understand how that works still.
Given an idea of like where you're going.
You and Nick kept trying to teach me things, and I was hearing the words. They weren't settling in my brain. They were kind of just like swirling around and going out.
Yeah.
They didn't resonate with me at all.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll work on that.
We probably, next time we go, we'll I mean, I guess we could technically just take a club out of your bag and just lay it down every time you're teeing off.
Oh, you know what we could have done?
What?
That driver that I broke, I could have used that as my little pointer stick.
Yeah, you can.
I threw it away. I threw it away because I was tired of looking at it.
Oh, well.
So never mind. Anyway, bad idea.
Anyways, we'll do that next time.
Okay, bet.
But I think that's pretty much it for the week.
Yeah, we're pretty boring.
Because, I mean, when did we have time?
I don't know.
Like, literally.
All I did was sleep and shower.
Yeah, literally, we played golf on Sunday. And we recorded on a different day last week. So we recorded on Saturday.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything on Saturday.
No, I didn't
Not
either.
really.
Did I? No.
I mean, I'm sure I did, but I don't remember what it was. And then we played golf on Sunday, and then we've been freaking working.
Yeah.
Ridiculous amount of hours, so it's not like we have a lot of time outside of that.
Being an adult's trash.
It is very much trash. But we'll go ahead and move on to your nerding situation here. This is such a lame nerding.
So, okay. Football season's coming up. I'm super hyped.
I do not like this. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, I want you to play. Okay, anyway.
I know you do, and I don't.
Oh my gosh, whatever. So I'm a big fantasy football nerd. It's like my favorite thing in life. I love it so much. I don't know why.
My problem with it is that, like, I don't want to play something and play it, like, half-assed. And if you don't play it, if you're, like, playing it, like, actually trying, it's so time-consuming.
How is it time? It's not time-consuming.
What do you mean?
I mean, it can be. It doesn't have to be.
You're always changing your lineup, and you're always, like, having to cut players and pick players up, figure out who's...
If you do it the right way, it is. But you don't have to do that.
But I don't want to do it if I'm going to do it halfway. There's no point in doing it at all if you're not going to actually try.
You should try it.
I have tried it. I've played several times.
Yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea.
It's fun.
Join
the work league.
Keep trying to convince me that it's fun, even though I've already experienced it not being fun.
Fine, you don't have to play. I don't want you to play anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Be ashamed to take your money.
Oh gosh, dang! That's illegal. You can't play for money. That's gambling.
Says
you don't have a gambling license.
Okay. What they're gonna do is suspend me from life. I ain't the NFL.
Sue you?
I wish
not sue you.
I
but
wish
fine
they
you.
would. Whatever, man. Don't shit on my thing. Anyway, I'm starting a work league. I'm going to be a commissioner for the first time. Super hyped for it. I'm going to run the show.
And what are y'all doing? Are you doing like the point per reception?
I don't know. I have to look in. I have to figure it out. I haven't set it up yet.
That's the kind that I think that's the one I like when I played.
I always play half PPR.
That's actually probably better.
I like it because
it's not. Yeah, it doesn't like make it crazy.
What I want to do, because I hate defense and kicker, pointless. It's dumb. I want to get rid of that. and I want to play a super flex where you have 2 QBs and then.
Dude, I played in a league one time where we had 2 QBs, 3 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, a defense, and a kicker.
2
That's
tight ends?
That's a lot.
That's so gross.
Actually, no, it wasn't 2 tight ends. It was 1 tight end and a flex.
Yeah. So,
but that's a lot, bro.
Dude, wait, well.
By the time you got to the end, and it wasn't like it was like a not very many people in the league. It was a decent amount of people. So by the end, like, you were getting some real trash.
Yep. I like when you have to put trash in there. It's fun digging through the trash to find a gem.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, but I don't know that much about the NFL to be digging through the trash.
Yeah. I did. There's only a couple of us that did, so it was... I didn't win last year because some guy cheated.
Cheated? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I heard about this.
Stupid guy.
Where they traded somebody that wasn't playing.
He quit and got all his players traded to him. It was dumb.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
So we're not doing that shit this year.
Well, that's stupid anyways. Like, that's lame. Like, why would you want to win like that?
That's what I said.
I mean, I guess you're...
But there's no money. There's no money on that one.
Yeah, that's so stupid. What's the point of that?
I don't
You didn't even freaking win. Really? Not really.
And by the end of it, like, no one... Because he didn't work on a line anymore. We didn't talk to him. Like, he won in silence because no one cared anymore.
Huh.
We all
I definitely need to know who this was because that's so lame.
I don't think you know him.
You played last year and I don't know him?
He wasn't on our... I think he was gone by the time he came to our line.
How in the hell is that the case? I was on the line the whole year last year.
I know he was. He wasn't though.
How did he get in the league?
Because he was on. We played the year before too.
So you just kept everybody? How did he know y'all were starting it up?
It's not like he left and we disowned him. We were still friends.
Maybe you shouldn't have been.
Well, maybe not now because he cheated. And we all hold a grudge. No, he's pretty cool though.
You still have to tell me.
I'll tell you off the air.
But yeah. So that's not my thing. I don't know. You could convince me to play, but
no.
But also, like, it's not that I dislike it that much, but like, I'm like bad about like becoming like consumed with something.
That's what I'm doing.
And so like for example, like with our freaking podcast thing, I look at it like all the time.
I do too.
Like the little thing, and I do that all the time.
It's like the first thing I check when I wake up.
That'll be, dude. I check it like when I wake up. I check it on every break at work.
Yep.
Like I'm like in the middle of the night. Like nothing's gonna change.
Yep.
It's the middle of the freaking night.
Yep.
But I check it still.
I check TikTok. I check
our email. This is stupid. I'm like, I need to quit. Yeah. But I do that with stuff, so I know that's what would happen.
Dude, I'm in, I think 7 leagues right now of fantasy.
Oh my, that's too much.
And I'm gonna commission one. I'm in dynasty leagues. It's a whole thing, bro. It's all year round. It's great.
That is too much,
dude. It's so much fun. Dynasties are the best way to do it.
I don't even know what that is.
It's you draft a team, you keep them for eternity, and there's draft. So every time there's a rookie draft in real life, you have a rookie draft in fantasy. So you can trade draft picks. It's great.
Okay, but so you keep these guys always, like
unless you trade them. There's no redraft.
I've heard of like keepers, like where you
keep like one or two.
Keep one or two.
No, dynasty, you keep your whole team.
Huh.
It's like you have a dynasty. Your goal is to win, and if you're not in win now, you sell for draft picks to set up for the future.
So how do you place individual? I guess you win individual seasons is the goal. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you try to create a dynasty, or you win multiple. But how it works, your window closes, and then you got to sell your old guys.
Yeah, because you got all the.
So it's a balance of like, do I want to win now with old guys, or like sell them for young prospects or whatever. So it's fun. It's really nerdy. It's so
that
dumb.
Actually kind of sounds like it'd be fun,
bro.
But super time consuming.
But it's so spaced out.
But really actually, really, it's probably less time consuming because you don't have. Like you're not constantly having to like
You're not dropping people.
Yeah, you're not dropping
right.
people and picking people up for bye weeks and
you're
shit
just
like
playing
that. You're playing for
got.
an individual like season.
And the rosters are huge, so you're
not playing week by week. Like in fantasy, you're playing week by week.
Yeah, no, you're playing for the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that would be better.
It's way better.
Like less time.
It's a commitment, though.
It sounds better too. I mean, it's only a commitment because you have to do it every year. But if you're somebody that plays fantasy every year, that's not a commitment.
But you'll get like
you're
a
already
trade.
Gonna be doing it.
You'll get a trade request from like a random time, like.
Yeah, but I mean, does it not have notifications that says?
It does, but it's kind of annoying. Like you gotta be unless you are into it.
I don't understand why.
Like it's like March. There's nothing going on.
I know, but if you get a notification saying somebody's wanting to trade, like...
But then you gotta, like...
That's weird that somebody's doing it in March, but okay.
People do that, though.
I believe
So you gotta log into your team, like, oh, this is who I have. I forgot. And then you gotta, like, figure out if you want to do the trade. And then you gotta talk to these people that you don't know. It's really... I don't know. It's kind of
Or
dumb.
you could just ignore it and not...
But then that's rude. I hate when people don't... Or, it's really annoying. If I send you a trade and you ignore it, I want to throttle you. Say yes or no. Or maybe.
Gotcha.
Or send me a counter. Literally anything but ignore.
Alright.
I really hate that.
Alright.
Anyway, I'm done. Go on with yours.
Okay.
I could talk about this and no one cares.
So I started watching Rondo highlights the other day.
Rondo.
So it was I spent like it wasn't like I was like super nerding out about it because I didn't like keep like looking up Rondo highlights over different days, but I just was watching them and I was like, I can remember some of these. And dude, the passes, man, like just the crazy behind the back passes, the fake behind the back that he used to do,
I see that back.
Rip it back.
Yep, I
rip it back and go in for the layup.
Bro,
and
I love that
everybody
move.
Falls out their shoes.
Or when he like fakes a layup, he stops, reaches up, they jump, and then he cuts under him, spins, and throws it up. I'm like, that's so sick, bro.
Dude, some of those passes in traffic when he went behind his back on some of the videos I was watching, just next level, bro. Good. That dude was so good.
Yep.
He probably is still that dude.
He's old though.
He's, I mean, somewhat.
He's older than us.
He played at UK, I think, in 2004.
No,
that's not right.
That's too old.
2006,
7, 8.
No. I'm pretty sure it's 2004.
No, it wasn't. No.
LeBron started in the league in 2003. I'm pretty sure it's 2004. I'm fairly positive. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure he's 37.
Shut up. He was drafted in 2006. Maybe you're right. You're annoying.
Okay, that's what I thought. He played at UK. I feel like I probably would know that somewhat.
I liked UK back then because of Ron and Patrick Sparks. I loved Patrick Sparks.
Dude, Patrick Sparks.
He was a baller.
Was a dog.
Dude,
man.
That T-shirt. I wore a T-shirt in my jersey because of him.
Goofy, so goofy.
Oh,
but,
he was
goofy.
goofy.
Was a freaking baller. But anyways.
Yeah. Anyways.
That one play where he like dives in the ground and like stops the ball. And then like holds it down with his hand and then stands up and then takes it in for the layup against the Mavs.
In the playoffs, bro.
In the playoffs. That I remember that. See that was in one of the highlights and I was like, dude, I remember that when that happened. Yep. And that was like the coolest shit ever. I was like, blew me away. Dude, I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that legally.
No, I didn't either.
And then I'm like, I guess it makes sense because technically he never had possession of it or anything. Like,
and the hustle, man. Like,
yeah.
Because the other guy kind of just was chilling.
Yeah.
Like casually going to the ball and Rondo dove, got it.
Yeah.
My favorite's when he was going for a layup and LeBron was trying to do his chase down block. Yeah. He faked it, went behind his back. Yeah. LeBron flew in the air and then they hit a layup or a dunk or whatever. Like, Rondo's a baller.
Yeah. But like I said, he still, I mean, a few years ago he still was. I mean, he played on the Lakers.
Yeah.
What, 2-3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And he was still a baller there.
He's one of the best point guards.
Problem is, if he had been just a little bit earlier and like been too old by the time it got to the point where shooting was so important.
Yeah, because he can't shoot for shit, dude.
Because then people started laying off of him and all that. The stuff that he did so good
couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, he couldn't do it anymore because everything was packed in.
I struggle with that because like. you're an NBA athlete. You can't figure out how to shoot. It's mind blowing. He's not the only one.
But it's not that they can't shoot. It's just that the level of shooting is different.
Dude, his shot was so ugly though. He couldn't make nothing.
It doesn't matter. That would be like us playing.
But we're not NBA athletes. Our job is
shooting is not the same thing as being athletic. It doesn't take athleticism to shoot a shot.
His whole job is to play basketball. He should figure out how to shoot.
That's the thing. You don't think that... I mean, not everybody's Steph Curry. They can't all freaking be able to shoot no matter how much they practice it. I mean, not everybody... No matter how much you practice, if say you pick up a guitar, no matter how much you practice, you're not going to turn into Jimi Hendrix.
But these dudes are like the cream of the crop. Like they're the best of the best. And your whole job's to play a game.
But the thing is they're not the best of the best at shooting. They're athletic.
But they should figure that out. And they can at least be average.
Oh my god!
They can at least be average.
Okay, Jimi Hendrix over there.
They can, give me a guitar.
You never get to that point.
I'll shred, bro.
I'm telling you, you never get to that point.
Watch me. Give me a guitar.
You might would if you actually got the talent for it. But what I'm saying is that like, does it mean that you're just because you practice it all the time doesn't mean you're going to be good? Like
I feel like
at it.
I'm a better shooter than Rondo.
No,
dude. Yeah.
No,
he can't shoot for nothing.
I'm telling you, you're not, because you're not playing like your shot right now. You're not playing against the athletes that he's playing against.
But they're leaving him wide open. He's still breaking him ugly.
It doesn't matter. It's different.
It does matter.
And also, like, the places he's playing basketball in is different than you having a wall behind the goal where you can exactly place where it is. He's got a goal hanging down where there's nothing behind it. And he's having to try to shoot in it. It's totally different. It's totally different.
No, it's not.
Bro, it is. It's totally different. We're going to have to just move on.
Okay.
Because we're going to be here for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm... No.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the news. The first thing on our list to talk about is The Blindside. Anybody hasn't seen that movie? It's about a football player. This family takes him in because he's poor, and he turns into like this incredible offensive lineman.
D1 prospect.
D1 prospect, goes to Ole Miss, and then goes to the NFL. And it's like this feel-good story about this family taking this guy in and all this stuff and doing all this stuff for him. And then... Cut to here recently. And this is a true story, by the way. The Blindside movie is based on a true story. And cut to, like, I don't know, like a week ago maybe. Mm-hmm. Probably less than that. What is his name?
Michael Orr.
Yes, I was blanking on his name.
You were blinded? You had a blind side?
No, I was just thinking of the Tuohys because that's the only important people in the story of The Blindside, apparently.
Okay.
Even though the whole thing's about Michael Orr.
Sure.
He's the only reason why it's even important is because he had the talent.
Typical white people behavior.
Whatever. Anyways, so Michael Orr is the guy we're talking about. And he has written a book, and he's going to release it. I feel like this is an important part of the story because, like, the timing of everything happening seems a little... I want the whole thing to be out there. I think the Tuohys are probably, probably took advantage of.
Oh yeah,
of a young man. Dude. Even when I watched the movie, I'm like, I feel like this probably was a little bit.
Right here. These rich white people are up to something.
Yeah, something's a little weird here.
Yeah.
So even when I watched the movie, I thought something's a little weird here.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Michael Orr situation, like, maybe he should have, like, either have already said this before he decided he's going to release a book, or, like, I don't know, something, because, like...
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Or release the book and then not had the whole, because I think it has to do with that whole situation. I think the book does. I don't actually know this, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Or just release the book and not revealed all this stuff before it's released, or something. Because it almost seems like you're, like,
Trying to get attention.
Yeah.
So they buy the book.
Yeah, you're trying to get the publicity for people to buy the book, and it makes your story less credible when it's probably pretty credible, because I bet you...
I would bet money it's real.
Yeah.
Like, what, his side of the story is real.
I mean, there might be pieces of his that, like, maybe he's, like, exaggerated, but, like, I guarantee you it's probably somewhat legit.
Those white people were scheming.
Yeah, there's definitely something fishy going on.
They saw, ooh, look at this guy.
But I know, like, what's weird is the people, like the Tuohys or whatever, that is their last name, right?
I think so, yeah.
Anyways, those people, like, they were rich without him, so I don't...
Yeah.
But I think maybe they were boosters for Ole Miss, so I think maybe part of their reason was a little bit sketchy, to get him to go to Ole Miss. Yeah. It's probably a lot to do with it. I mean, the movie, they make it out like they don't care and they'll let him go wherever, but I bet you in real life that was like, not the case. Yep. Like, hey, so we brought you into the family. Oh, by the way, in the movie, they make it out like they adopted the dude, and in real life, that's not what happened. Nope. They just took over,
like conservatorship or something.
Yeah, conservatorship. Yeah, and I think they only did that because of because they were boosters.
Yeah,
and so like they didn't want people, being like a booster,
dude.
Got this kid to go to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And are just paying him money and all that shit.
Have you seen people, like, giving Sandra Bullock hate?
Why?
Isn't that wild? Yeah,
why?
She's getting, like, hate because she played the mom or whatever. But, like, she didn't do this. She played a part in the movie.
Tim McGraw.
Well, yeah, I forgot he was in the movie. That's right. But yeah, like, bro.
How weird.
They weren't even a part of it.
Yeah. Like,
how would she know anything? She was just going off the script.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor Sandy's getting all the heat for this.
I don't get that. That's weird. People do weird shit, though.
People don't have... They're dumb.
People just, like...
Find a hobby. Play fantasy football.
Exactly. But yeah, so that whole situation takes what is, like, a kind of a feel-good movie and turns it into, like, a little sour.
Yeah.
But, like I said, if you watch the movie or have seen the movie... I mean, you kind of question,
especially...
A little weird.
So back then, I didn't question. I was kind of like, okay, cool. It's been on my TikTok for the past, like, couple months or so.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these white people, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
This hits different. And then that story came out, I'm like, oh, this is really...
Yeah, well, also, oh my God. The whole thing in the movie where they basically say, like, he didn't play football before they met him. And, like, they basically convinced him to play football. Mm-hmm. Apparently that's false. He played football before they even met. He was already a highly recruited football player when when the whole thing started. They make it out like he never slept in a bed before in the movie. And, like, he's like, I've slept in beds before. Like, I wasn't that poor.
Well, yeah, they gotta make it like...
Yeah, like, they exaggerated everything. Yeah. I mean, obviously, but...
Yeah, I didn't know that he didn't... That's okay. Well, okay.
But I think the whole reason why all this is happening is because he's basically saying that, like, he didn't make anything. He didn't make, like, basically
and
hardly any money off that movie, and the family made a lot of money.
Yep.
There's a little conflicting, like, reports on how much that family actually made. They say that they only made $14,000 a piece, and they say that everybody made that. But then also I've heard that, like, they got 2% of the profits, which is like
a big number.
big number compared to that. So I don't know. So I mean, who knows what the truth is as far as that goes, but that's kind of why the story started happening.
Yeah. But
then you had all that finding out, like, all the shit that was made up.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of movies based on true stories, like, very loosely.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm pretty sure the Texas Chainsaw Massacre says based on a true story in the movie, and it turns out, like, it was about the true story of it. The true part is that there was a serial killer in Texas who didn't even use a chainsaw.
Yeah.
And it's like, these two things aren't even the same. This is such a loose...
one part of a story, like, we're going to make a movie all about that.
This person killed multiple people. Okay, based on a true story.
Chainsaw. He sews their faces together.
Yeah.
Let's make it a series, bro.
But that's that one. We'll go ahead and move on to the Trenton Flowers situation.
I don't know what this is.
So I got to make fun of Louisville because
I assumed it was what it was.
So they've had a rough 5 years. Not that it's not necessarily deserved because they did a lot of sketchy shit.
They're a gross school.
Yeah, pretty gross. But they've had a rough 5 years, and they got this top 30 recruit in their recruiting class this year for basketball. They won 4 games last year, and they got this top 30 recruit to come in this year. And, everybody's all excited about him, talking about how well he's playing in practice and all that stuff. And then cut to, like, I don't know, maybe 7 days ago, maybe 7 days ago, he left and went to Australia to play professionally.
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
Yeah. And now everybody's like, well, we don't need him. He wasn't playing very good, blah, 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 and all this shit.
Yeah.
And now it's like, my thing, the part that I kind of want to talk about is the fact that, like, it's like a couple weeks before the start of, like, the school year.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the Trenton Flowers in that situation? Like, just ditching 2 weeks before the semester's supposed to start.
And going to Australia, that's a big jump.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. And then that leaves Louisville in a horrible spot because, like, it's August. There's nobody. There's nobody. And they lost, presumably, their best player or their best recruit, at least.
It'd be like that, man.
Yeah. So they might win 3 games this year instead of 4.
They'll probably win 1 against Kentucky, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Go Louisville.
Yeah, right.
Go Cards.
Bro, if they do, I swear.
I'm going to go to that Yum Center and watch them beat y'all. Whoever they play, I don't even know.
Yeah, that is where they play, is the Yum Center.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, that's it on that situation. I just thought that was crazy. I'm going to go ahead and jump this next one for a second because this other one has to do with Louisville too. We'll just connect them together.
Just skip my story. That's cool.
We'll go back to it, bro. So another thing that happened in Louisville is that Jefferson County, they redistricted the area so that, like, people were actually, like, if people live close to a school, they were going to that school instead of going to a different school. They did a restructuring, basically. And so a bunch of where people were going changed. And then they also went from having, like, 2 different staggered start times to 3 different staggered start times.
Sounds awful.
And so they knew this was going to be a problem, so they hired an outside company to come up with the logistics on how to, like bus all these people to school. And they started school last Wednesday. Was their first day. And some of the kids did not get home until 10 o'clock at night.
That's so wild.
10 o'clock at night. They only had 2 people manning the call center. And so, all these parents are trying to call to figure out where their kids are because they don't know.
Yeah. And
then the bus drivers are trying to call because their routes are all jacked up and they don't know where they're supposed to be going.
I can't imagine.
Apparently the company they hired used AI.
Shout out AI.
To do the routes and stuff, and the AI was having them drop kids off in places that weren't actually where they were supposed to be getting dropped off.
Kind of a problem.
And so then, like, that's the reason why some of the bus drivers were having to call and be like, hey, this isn't right. So anyways, so they canceled school for the rest of the week and then the start of this week. And the part of the story I want to discuss is the superintendent. So this happened on Wednesday of last week. The superintendent on Thursday of last week took his daughter to college.
I'm out. Dodging this bullet.
He did say he was available by, like, phone and email and all that stuff. And I'm sure he probably did. Like, he probably did, like, actually communicate. I'm sure there's no way he could have not done something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he was definitely working while he was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
But what is your opinion on that? Like, do you stay at your job, or do you be a family man and take your daughter to college?
So, my viewpoint, my unimportant viewpoint, is that work can fuck off. Your family comes first. Your personal life comes first. Work is whatever. But if you have that big of a screw up and like you piss off that many parents, you probably should go to work and like try to put out those fires. Kind of a big deal.
So I get like, you know, there's a lot of people's kids that were in this situation, like, and like that's pretty jacked up.
Yeah.
But like, I'm always going to pick my family over my job.
Yeah, I agree, but like,
so like, that's the one time you can drop your kid off to college. Especially, I don't know this, but I'm assuming that because of the way the story is, I'm assuming that it was her first like time going to college.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And you're only gonna get to do that one time. There's only one time you can drop your kid off at college for the first time. And like,
well, how did the buses drop the other kids off how they're supposed to? Wouldn't have this problem.
I know, but like, I mean, I guess it's hard for me to fully blame him for that though, because like, that wasn't all his fault. I mean, they hired a company that clearly didn't do that. They used AI to do it.
Was he part of that decision?
I mean, I'm sure he was a part of the decision of hiring him.
You gotta blame somebody.
Was he a part of the decision to use
That's
AI
his job,
to actually
bro.
do
That's
it?
his job.
I guess, yeah.
If I'm a parent,
But
I'm
still,
going for him.
That's fine. But what my point? Holy shit, that was loud.
Yeah, that's gonna be really. That's great.
Sorry about that.
Do it again. Do it again.
Anyways,
right in the mic.
But I get like there might be consequences and like he might lose his job and stuff. But my point is that like in that situation, I guess like I'm willing to take the consequences of not being there. Is my point.
That's fair.
Like, I guess just I'm willing to roll with I guess the consequences of that. But apparently, I guess if you're a superintendent, especially Jefferson County, which has got Louisville in it, like I guess if you're the superintendent, you make a pretty good amount of money.
He'll probably be fine.
Because like some of the stuff I heard suggests that they make bank to be superintendent of Jefferson County. I don't know how true it was, but
you make that much money and you're bad at your job. Sign me up for that.
Oh my god, one situation doesn't necessarily make you bad at your job.
Thing, bro.
I mean, that is that's quite the screw up.
Dropped the ball.
Yeah, that's quite the screw up. But we'll go ahead and move on to your Mizzou recruiting.
Yeah, bro, we're crushing it right now.
So is this about football?
It's just in general.
Because we talked about basketball last week, and that was that was a whole stupid conversation.
It was a great bro.
I'm being dead serious. I hope it works out for you, but
it will.
I've heard not so many good things about this next recruiting class.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't care. Moving on. Football. We signed the number 3 prospect in all of the country for the class of 2024.
So what ranking system was that?
So he's I don't know,
because that's the defensive lineman, right?
Yeah, he's number 1 on one side.
He's number 1 on On3, so that's
on 3. He's number 3 on Rivals, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know what recruiting.
I don't know. There's like a 3
they use
of them.
whatever they want to use.
Yeah, it's so
to benefit. Whatever.
There's 247. Like, why are there so many?
I mean, I get why there is, but like I'm saying, like most schools like use whatever one
whatever
makes it sound the best.
Yeah, you're right. On3 I've never heard of, but until this happened,
it's supposed to be like this. It's a new thing, newish. Yeah. It's they have like KSR is a part of On3 now. On3 bought KSR, like the website, not the radio show. And they have like a bunch of like. They bought a lot of like, and they've started a lot of like individual school like online sites and stuff like that. But they're supposed to take their recruiting, like their ranking thing is supposed to take into account like everybody's opinion.
Okay.
Like it's supposed to take Rivals and 247 and 247 composite and whatever, and it's supposed to kind of combine.
That's kind of cool.
Compile into one. I think they have their own individual rankings of players, but then they also have like a composite of everybody.
Yeah. Huh, that's neat.
So they do their own thing, but then they also, like, I guess they have their own ranking people. I don't know how you freaking basketball. I can understand. In football, I do not understand how they like. There's so many freaking players. Like, how in the world can you honestly give a legitimate ranking?
Yeah, but I want to discredit it, but like 5 stars usually pan out, and they're pretty solid.
Yeah.
So like most of it. Well, some of it's legit.
I'll give you that.
I don't understand how
we signed a 5-star and he was shit pretty much the whole time.
So we've had some 5 stars flame out that shouldn't have.
We had a 5-star defensive lineman. I don't remember how long ago it was. He was a big dude. I cannot for the life of me think of his name. But anyways, he never turned into anything.
Ours always like get hurt or get in trouble, like that we've had.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's great.
Always hope for more.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get a 5-star. You tend to get more. So we're on.
That's not what I meant. I meant when he comes to campus, maybe you'll have the same problem, and it'll be just more of the same.
Oh, this kid seems pretty.
Lots of trouble, and
he seems like he.
Did that other guy?
Not yet. He hasn't committed yet.
Oh, okay.
So he.
Why did I think it would have already happened? Because I thought I seen something that said he was planning on. Oh, okay.
So his commitment date's like December or something.
Oh shit!
But he came out on Instagram or something, whatever. After we got our 5-star, he came out and said, "Ooh, I might commit sooner than I thought." So we're all like, "Oh, he's gonna commit to Mizzou too. Like, we're gonna get another 5-star and another one."
Well, I mean, I think you probably are gonna get that, dude.
I know, yeah, but it's weird.
That's the same situation. It was a Kentucky dude, the 5-star dude that we got, like, whenever that was.
But like, we always miss out on our dudes. Like, we're always in the hunt for 5 stars for Missouri. They always go somewhere. Ohio State usually, or Georgia. But we got this one. We might get another one. Our recruiting's on the up. Coach Drink is your favorite guy.
Dude, that
can't
dude
coach
can't
football.
Coach.
He can recruit like a mother.
But that's the problem. Like, that's the problem though. Is he will recruit these guys, but at a certain point, like once he gets these guys and he still can't coach, the recruiting's not going to matter because it's going to drop off again because
you would think so, but he's on a tear. He's been bad this whole time.
Here's the thing: he's recruited a few. He'll have to like it'll have to be, you know what I'm saying? He'll have to have a few classes of that before, and then still not be able to coach before people will be like, whoa.
Yeah.
When you've only signed like 2 classes, like of course there's only freshmen and sophomore 5-stars aren't gonna, and 4-stars aren't gonna like completely change your team. You're suddenly gonna become like super relevant.
We'll find out this year.
But when people realize he can't coach 3 years from now, and he's got nothing but dudes he's recruited, and like he should be better, and he's not.
If he lasts that long.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. Football starts in 2 weeks. I'm super hyped.
But also, again, you say that your offensive coordinator's it's changed now. It's not him.
We
it's
have
an actual
one now.
Dude. So it might get better. It
has to.
It might get better.
It has to.
That never works out. Hardly.
It can't. When you have a coach doing no, it's stupid.
It hardly ever works out.
Why would you do that? So yeah, I'm super hyped for Mizzou stuff right now. Football starts 2 weeks. Can't wait. I have no idea how good we're gonna be. It could be really bad. Could be really good. I just hope we beat you. I talked to one of our team leaders about it today. Like, I'm tired of losing to y'all. It's so annoying.
I bet you are.
This is the year we take it back.
Just get used to it, I guess.
Y'all are a bunch of fucking cheaters every fucking year.
You're so
every year.
So
pass interference. You slapped the ball out of our hands.
You're so stupid.
We made a play on a punter and it's somehow a penalty.
Yo, you're so stupid.
Yeah, y'all are cheaters.
You're so
Mark
stupid.
Stoops is a garbage human.
You're oh my god, I'm done with you. That is so stupid. That's so stupid. I don't even know what to say about this freaking next one because I don't really know much about it. But apparently there's a conspiracy about the Maui fires. I did a little bit of research on it, but I didn't fully understand it. It seems like they're trying to say that, like, well, I think even what I read was that Oprah and Obama were 2 of the names that were on there.
Okay, I'm
started the fires, and they have this picture of this like laser. It says hitting Maui and starting the fire, and that's where it started. And there's this whole conspiracy that, like, I guess the rich are trying to burn Maui down so they can build their own things there.
They already have their own things there.
I think I don't even know. Maybe look it up if you're interested in conspiracies. But apparently there's this whole conspiracy about
we know Luke's
Maui
interested
thing.
in conspiracies.
Yeah, no,
He's
not.
a conspiracy theorist. It happens every episode, bro.
I know, but that's because all this shit keeps happening.
And you keep bringing it to our attention because you're on those little websites.
Yeah, whatever.
You're on those forums talking about it with other weirdos.
No, people just tell me about their conspiracy theories now because
they think you're crazy.
Think I'm one of them, and I'm not.
Because you can say you're not, but the proof's in the pudding.
All right, and then the final thing we got here is the Bucks Jet joint practice situation. So apparently, I think this was it's either Monday or Tuesday. One of those days, I think. They do like in the NFL, they've started doing this thing where like they have joint practices where they practice together a couple days, and then that weekend they have their preseason game, I guess.
Yeah.
But apparently the Bucks went to New York to practice with the Jets, and the first day of practice, Rodgers got sacked like 10 times from the Bucks, and the Bucks were just like running ram shot on the offensive line for the Jets the whole practice. And so they were doing a 2-day practice, so that was the first day. So then the next day they came back, and the Jets said, we no longer want to practice with you guys.
No, thank you. We're done.
And they backed out. And so the Bucks were pissed because obviously they traveled to New York to practice 2 days. And apparently, I guess the Giants stepped up and were like, hey, you can practice with us then. But, like, how crazy is that?
Dude.
And also, like, the Jets are the ones that are on Hard Knocks.
Yep.
So, like, I'm sure that's going to be on the episode. There's no hiding the fact that shit happened. And now you look weak as shit because you canceled it the next day.
Bunch of babies.
Yeah,
They're soft up there.
Can't believe that.
Dude, I saw there was an article or something. It said there was a fight on, I think, 12 separate plays. So there were 12 separate fights during that first practice. So the Jets coach was like,
that's what he was blaming.
We don't think it'd be beneficial for us to practice again if we're just going to, because our guys are going to be butthurt and angry because we got our ass whooped in practice. And we fought the whole time. We're just going to come back and fight some more. Like, it's not going to be great for anybody. Which I kind of get, but
I get that.
Y'all are soft.
Yeah,
y'all are soft.
Like, that's the thing. I get what he's saying, but like at the same time, like, if you've got to resort to fighting because you're getting your ass handed to you,
can't play a game. Y'all are trash.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for Aaron Rodgers this year if he's getting.
It was already a question mark.
Waylaid.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Rodgers is garbage. I hope he gets sacked every time he drops back. I hate the Jets.
Well, I can't stand Rodgers now because of the whole his end at
he's so dumb.
Green Bay.
He's a tool,
and he's like, he's kind of weird.
He's a tool.
Like, yeah, I'm out on him. And then he dated that Shailene Woodley, and I can't stand her either. So I'm like, perfect.
But that's
a perfect fit.
That's your favorite book series.
That's not my favorite book series. You're so stupid. I mentioned it. I think it was even just in my honorable mentions.
But the fact you even mentioned it,
it was good. And she only played in the movie. She wasn't actually instrumental in the freaking book, which is what we talked about.
The books are somehow worse than the movies, and those movies are bad.
So full of shit. You're so full of shit. All right. Speaking of top fives, then we're gonna go ahead and move on to it.
Yeah, boy.
I think this one's gonna be kind of fun. This is top 5 children's cartoons. So we decided that we were going to do kids cartoons. Didn't have to be from our childhood. So it's not specific to like the 90s cartoons or like early 2000s cartoons. It can be any cartoon. But it has to be for kids.
There's one we wanted to include specifically.
Yeah.
So we may have
there's a couple that I included.
Oh, there's only one for me.
That was newer. 3 technically that weren't. I don't feel like were necessarily when I was a kid. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I made you go first last week.
I don't remember.
I think. So I'll go ahead and go with my honorable mentions. So my honorable mentions, one of these is from when I was a kid, Dragon Tales. Do you remember that show?
No, I don't remember this one.
Bro, that show is so good. It was on I think it was on PBS or something.
I wasn't a
like
PBS
that.
kid.
I wasn't either, but I do remember that one.
I don't. I've heard of it.
We had whatever that's called, satellite.
Yeah. We had
so I didn't watch. Yeah, I didn't watch. A lot of my friends and stuff, they watched like
Recess and
all those shows. Yeah. And I never watched them because we always had satellite, so I always watched whatever the Disney and all that stuff was.
Yeah.
So I do remember that one though, and that one was good. It was two kids, and they this dragon would take them to this dragon land.
Huh. I like dragons.
It was cool.
Okay.
I thought it was cool anyways. And then that one's from when I was actually a kid. So it might suck major butt now, but
I've heard good things about it actually, so.
And then this next one is one that my daughter loves. And it's just the reason why I put it in my honorable mentions is cuz it's so cute. It's called Tots.
Uh-huh.
And it's it's a flamingo and a penguin, and they literally deliver babies. They're you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Most of them are storks, but then you have this flamingo and this penguin that help deliver babies, and it's animal babies.
Yeah,
so they deliver kittens to their kitten parents and
I'd watch
stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
But it's really cute.
Yeah.
And they sing the same song every episode in it, as they're flying to the.
Penguins don't fly.
The penguin does the mapping while the flamingo does the flapping.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So, yeah.
The song goes, I do the mapping, and I do the flapping.
That sounds like a Bob.
But yeah.
I bet.
They sing that every episode. But anyways, it's just really cute. I don't know that's necessarily the greatest television.
Probably not.
But it's cute, and it's for little kids, so I just think it's adorable. My daughter loves it. And then my last one is Backyardigans.
I didn't watch it. I know what it is.
Do you know? Okay, so you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was younger than us. I don't think
I was too old.
We were too old. But my mom babysat, and so I watched cartoons past the point of when I would have watched cartoons, and that one was really cool.
I know songs from it. Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
That one was so cool though because it was these group of friends, and they lived near each other, and they would go outside and play, and their playing would then turn into they would fake they were pretending, but then the show would then become actually it's really happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I always thought that show was pretty cool. It was way too young for me, but
it was too
But I still watched it and enjoyed it. It was good.
Oh, Into the Thick of It.
Into the Thick of It.
It's a TikTok song from the Backyardigans.
From this show. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Into the Thick of It.
Oh,
Into the Thick of It. Yeah. So I know that song. Anyway.
Gotcha.
That was really bothering me. I had to figure that out.
But yeah. So that show was pretty cool. And again, that show might also suck. I don't know.
Nostalgia's weird, man.
But it was. I thought it was pretty cool though, because they would all go outside, and you would start out where they were doing make believe, they would be pretending they were on a ship or something, and then all of a sudden they were actually on a ship, and then the whole story then played out.
Yeah.
And then at the end they would come back, it would turn back into they were in their yard, and then they would go back to their separate homes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was pretty cool.
It sounds neat.
But that's it for my honorable mentions.
All right.
Bro, this is fire. One of yours is fire.
I know.
2 of yours are fire. 3 of yours are fire. These are good.
Oh, good. Okay. So number 1 for honorable mention, Bluey.
Bro, fire.
We've talked about it already.
We've talked about it. We'll move on.
It's a great show. I could watch more of it by myself.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's so good.
My next one, Franklin.
Yes,
I'm glad people don't know Franklin.
Speaking of Franklin, we just talked about Franklin earlier.
Really?
Rajon Rondo highlights.
He is a turtle.
He looks exactly like Franklin.
He looks
just like Franklin.
He does.
If you look it up,
Look up Franklin. Look up
Rajon Rondo. Put them side by
twins.
side. They're twins.
They're twins.
They're twins.
Dude, Franklin was lit.
Franklin was good.
Hey, it's Franklin. That's something in my head all the time. Dude, it was a jam.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, great show. And then Rocket Power.
Rocket Power was good. Like a lot of these, I was happy you put on there because Rocket Power was good, but I wanted to mention some of these other things.
Yeah.
Well, in my honorable mentions, I wanted to mention some of these other things, and so I was glad that you mentioned Rocket Power because that show was good too.
Do you remember anything about? I don't remember nothing about it except they surfed.
The
dad had a restaurant.
Yeah, they had a restaurant. And
there's a guy named Reggie. I know Reggie's a character.
Yeah, that's one of the.
I don't remember. Is it the
that's
old
one
dude?
of the main one. That's one of the kids. I'm pretty sure.
I just remember thinking they are so cool. I want to be them.
Yeah. I mean, they just skateboarded and surfed and stuff, but and they all just hung out. And they had that. There was like I feel like there was like somebody that was like their nemesis though, and I cannot remember.
I don't remember
for the life of me.
I remember
but that show was good.
It was a good show. That's all I remember. That I really liked it.
Yeah, that show was good.
It was lit. All right, so then my number 5, Blue's Clues.
It's just that one is so trash to me.
What? You're not a Blue's Clues kid?
That has to be nostalgia more than actually good,
bro.
Because the show's not actually that great.
It's fantastic.
It's not that.
It teaches you things. The songs are fire. The dog is super. Like all the things are cute. Dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Bro, I sing some songs every now and then, like the Mail song. You know that one?
Mail.
Here's the mail and never fails.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying
Bro.
as far as like, but again, I feel like that's more nostalgia, not because it was actually good.
No, but I was so captivated back then. I remember preschool, I'd get home, I'd go watch Blue's Clues, and I'd have my little apple and peanut butter thing. I would eat my snack while I watched Blue's Clues. That was a great memory.
And I feel like it has to be
when the main character, when Steve left, do you remember that? Were you old enough for that?
Yeah, and then Joe.
Yeah, when Steve left, it was heartbreaking. I don't remember. When Steve left, I was kind of done.
Did you see that whole? I will say that was cool. Like a couple years back, whenever they had that, where like Steve was like,
"Yeah," because there's
sorry for leaving you guys.
There were so many rumors about him. Like he died. He started doing drugs. He started a metal band. Like there was a bunch of weird shit. You didn't know what was up.
Yeah.
And he's just a normal dude living his best life.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a great show. No matter what you say.
It was okay, I guess.
Whatever, bro.
It was okay, I guess.
Better than your stupid number 5.
Bro, what is wrong with us? Did you see what I just saw?
What? What?
Number 4 again.
Oh, number 4 is lit. That's our twin number.
Anyways, so my number 5 is Doug. Do you remember Doug?
I remember the song. I don't remember anything else about it.
The song? I don't remember the song.
Oh my god, no, I just forgot it.
The only song I remember is Bo Burnham's song. I'm like Doug.
That's Doug, right?
I think you're right. Do you know the Bo Burnham song?
No.
I'm like Doug's friend Skeeter whenever I meet her. I skeet her so hard people call her Patty Mayonnaise.
Oh, that's fucking horrible.
How funny is that, though?
That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good.
That's probably secretly why they did it. But you remember Skeeter is like blue? I had this movie. I didn't watch a lot of Doug. I had the movie for it too, where they had that like monster thing or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember a ton about it. I just remember I liked it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I gotta say about it.
Oh dang! I left. Anyway, go on.
Number 4 for me was Hey Arnold.
That's also my number 4.
Move it, football head.
Stoop kid's afraid to leave a stoop. Yeah. Remember that shit? I love that one.
Yeah, stoop kid and fucking oh my god, what was the dude with the freaking super high top hair?
Gerald?
That's it. Yep. Gerald. Then you always had the pigs and shit running out of their house.
Yeah, dude.
Squealing out of their house.
Arnold's room was lit. You remember the couch that folded into the wall?
If you had that room, would that not be the coolest shit ever? He had that like I don't know, it almost looked like an observatory, dome thing,
like a skylight type thing.
Yeah, but it was like,
dude,
like perfect for like stargazing and shit.
Hey Arnold's a great show, man.
And then you had Helga with her shrine to Arnold, and
she
then
was
she always
weirdo,
bullied him.
I hated Helga.
Yeah, I mean,
Helga was literally the worst.
She'd be like, "I hate you," and then she'd be like, "Oh, I love you so much."
She was wild, dude.
But it's kind of true for kids, though. I feel like a lot of times when kids like somebody, they just like
bully them.
They are mean to them.
Yeah,
but I don't know. That was such a good show.
I loved Hey Arnold, man.
That was such a good show.
Yep,
dude. Kids, like, there was a point in time. It seems like it's kind of went back again, but there was a point in time where it was like you had like way back when you had like the awesome TV shows that didn't matter about the education factor, and then it went to like where it was just like fully educational for a while, and it was like there was nothing else except educational.
Yeah,
and now it kind of seems like it's going back to where like
even out a bit.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not as much of like trash TV show with just educational factor. Now it's kind of like actually kind of got a good story, and there's a little bit of lessons in there.
You know what show that is? Bluey.
Bluey is a perfect example of that.
That's Bluey.
Yeah. But anyways, that's it. We'll go ahead and move on to, I guess, your number 3. I mean, you can talk about your number 4 again if you want, but we just talked about it.
No, I'll move on to my number. Also, I'm going to throw another honorable mention because I just remembered it.
Okay.
Cat Dog.
So somebody mentioned that.
I love Cat Dog.
And I was going to add it. But then I'm like, I don't want to keep at it. Because then every time somebody mentions something, I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot about that. And I'll add it. But yeah, Cat Dog was good too.
I just had to throw it out there. Great show.
Yeah.
But number 3, SpongeBob. Love SpongeBob. I loved it. It's kind of annoying now.
Yeah, so it
didn't age well.
I would absolutely never let my kids watch SpongeBob.
No, it's kind of fucked up, bro.
Well, that too. It's kind of I wasn't even talking about that part. I'm talking about just the annoyingness of it. Like, I wouldn't even. I don't. It's the same way as the Cocomelon, which I've heard Cocomelon's not good for your kids to watch, but it's also like trash.
I've heard it's
and I'm
bad.
like, I do not want to have to watch that. So when it comes on TV, I'm like, nah.
Next.
Out.
Yeah.
And like every once in a while I'll go to my like in-laws like to pick up my kids, and it'll be on TV, and I'm like, I don't say anything, but I'm like, please don't let my kids watch this, because I do not want this to be a thing anywhere in my life. But that's kind of the same as SpongeBob. I just wouldn't. I will say fire songs. Dude, some of the best TV shows back then were the ones that had
the good music.
Badass songs.
Dude, the Super Bowl episode.
Yes.
Great. Bro, lit.
And then the Krusty Krab pizza
is the pizza for you and me. The Krusty Krab.
Yeah. So good. There's so many of those, dude. The F is for friends who do stuff together. There's so many.
So, in grade school, I had an alarm clock that sang that song, the Friends song.
Yeah.
That's how I woke up every fucking day. Can you imagine that? That's how you that's how you start your day.
That's not the way I want to start it. I want to start it with the F is for fire that burns down the...
It did that. That's the second part of it.
Well, I know, but I'm saying I want to skip the fun part. I want to go to the fire and the uranium bombs and the...
Uranium.
No survivors.
And it's for no survivors. That was great. Also...
They did have fire songs.
What a weird show. It's such a weird show.
Yeah.
I think it made me gay or something. I don't know.
I don't think so. Because I watched it too, and I'm fine.
It really changed me as a person. Probably not for the best. I don't know.
I think it made me gay.
SpongeBob was wild, man.
Maybe I just didn't watch it as much as you. Maybe if I'd watched it more, I'd be gay too.
Yeah. You should watch more SpongeBob.
I like how I said I'm fine.
Didn't even catch it. Didn't clock it. I'm so used to it by now.
I said it, but I didn't mean it like that. So then I was like, I better say something because somebody will catch that and be like, oh, what a douche.
Cancel Luke.
But that's not what I meant. I meant like I didn't become gay. Anyways.
Okay.
Moving on. My number 3, I put Phineas and Ferb.
I never watched this.
Bro, so good.
Everyone liked it.
The theme song, I could if I knew the first words, I could sing that whole theme song right now. I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
They're the weird triangle head faces, right?
One of them is. Yeah, one of them does. The other one, that's Phineas. Ferb has just got like a weird, like, boxy nose.
And there's a girl or some shit in there, too.
Yeah, that's Candace.
Candace, yeah. I've heard, I don't know why I know that.
Yeah, I wish I knew what the first line of the... Because I guarantee you I could sing it.
There's 104 days.
Of summer vacation.
Yeah.
School comes along just to end it. It's an annual problem of our generation to find a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower or discovering something that doesn't exist or giving a monkey a shower.
Dude.
Surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots, or locating Frankenstein's brain. It's over here. Finding a dodo bird, painting a cotton mill, driving your sister insane. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do before school starts this fall. So sit with us and something is finished. You're gonna do it.
You kind of did a remix there, but look how long this is all the lyrics, bro. That song's so long.
Bro, no way.
That's what it says.
Then they had some like extended version because what I just sang was the end of it.
I hope so, because there's no way that's the same song. Anyway, I'm really impressed you knew all the words to that. Because they were all right.
I know they were. I told you if you started me on it, I could finish it.
Bro, that's wild. Okay.
We literally just talked about, like, before we decided on this as an episode, like, a long, like, maybe a month ago, me and a guy at work talked about it, and we sang the whole, like, he started it, and we both knew every word and sang the whole thing.
Dude,
we were
that's
like,
lit.
hell
all
yeah. And apparently Damien knows it, too. Because it was Braden that I was singing it with, and Braden's like, oh yeah, me and Damien sing it every once in a while, just randomly. So Damien knows the whole thing too.
Damn, shout out Damien. That's my dude.
So, that's a good show.
Apparently.
Definitely not necessarily educational. They had Perry the Platypus.
Yeah,
and he was a secret agent.
Yeah.
And then like at the end of the episode, they'd be like, where's Perry? And then all of a sudden he would like show up and they'd be like, oh, there he is. But Perry, the whole episode had been like off, like
doing his own
thing against Professor Doofenshmirtz or whatever.
Oh, oh my gosh! I can apparently do a really good impression of him, of the Doofenshmirtz. But I don't remember what the voice is. I can't remember it. But I was doing a voice. Someone at work clocked it. Like, oh, that's the guy from Phineas and Ferb. I'm like, I've never seen that. Huh. But apparently I can do his voice, but I don't know what it sounds like to tell you.
We'll have to look it up.
Yeah, because apparently I'm pretty good at it, but I don't know what it is.
Because I can vaguely, but I can't mimic it. But I can vaguely remember it. But anyways, my number 2 is I have Bluey.
Great show.
We already kind of mentioned, but great show. We definitely already talked about it on previous episodes. We're not going to go into it again. But Bluey is so good.
I love Bluey. I really want to watch it again.
Watch it. What's stopping you?
I'm Breaking Bad. Other shows I should probably watch instead of that.
They're literally 7 minutes long.
But like, it's kind of weird for the grown man to watch Bluey by himself.
Who cares? Who's gonna know? Are you listening to?
Yeah. That is why I chose to do.
That does kind of sound like it.
Okay. Anyway. I hope that was worth it.
It was.
Oh, that was dumb.
Anyways, so that's my number 2 is Bluey.
Yeah.
And number 3 is Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and move on to your number 2, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you did SpongeBob. So yeah,
we can kind of combine because this is your number 1.
Yes.
So my number 2, Luke's number 1, Rugrats.
Yes.
What a great show.
So that is partially, it's so good, but also partially like nostalgia factor. And also like I had both the movies.
Yep. I love the movies.
And I would take them to school. Like every time we had a movie day and we could pick a movie, I would take them to school and my class would end up voting for it. And like people would get mad. They'd be like, oh my God, again. But I'm like, everybody's voting for it. Like I'm just not going to, you want me to just not bring it in even though it's going to win?
Vacation. What's the other movie?
What?
One's about them going to Paris.
Yeah, it's the Rugrats movie is the original one. That's the one.
What's the other movie?
The Rugrats in Paris is the second one.
Oh, what happens in the original then?
The original, their dad builds the Reptar wagon thing, and it like they end up like riding off in it.
Oh yeah. Remember?
And like basically are trying to find their way back. I guess.
Yep. I love Reptar.
Yes. I am Reptar! Hear me roar!
I would get a Reptar tattoo.
Reptar. Bro.
Wouldn't that be lit?
Reptar fighting like Charizard.
Yeah,
on
bro.
your arm.
Do it. Let's do it.
I'm not getting it.
Let's both do it.
No, I don't want it.
Look, we're doing it.
No, I don't think we are. You can do it if you want.
Dude, Rugrats was great, though.
It was so good.
Who's your favorite Rugrat?
Probably Chucky.
You are Chucky.
Probably Chucky.
You seem like a Chucky type.
Either that, or if you want to like go to like the newer ones, his sister.
Ew, no, not the newer ones.
What? Not the new ones, like the new ones. I'm talking about the ones like after the Rugrats in Paris when he gets the sister.
I don't remember. I did not watch that. When they're old?
No! Bro. After Rugrats in Paris.
Yeah.
So, the second movie, when they're still kids, he gets a sister. Chucky gets a sister because Chucky's dad, the reason why they go to Paris is because Chucky's dad's getting married.
Chucky, who's his sister? I don't remember. I don't remember that.
I just lost you. She's like a little Asian chick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I like her.
Okay. I don't remember her, but I...
Or Angelica.
You would.
Not Angelica.
Susie?
No. The doll. What is the doll's name? Angelica's doll.
Oh,
what is the doll's name?
I don't remember.
Why am I blinking on it?
Oh, yeah, what is
Cynthia.
it? Yeah, Cynthia. Cynthia was cool.
Yeah, she had like, her hair was like all jacked up because Cynthia, Angelica clearly like just destroying her.
Angelica was a terror. What a monster human.
She was pretty much a terrorist.
Bro. So trash.
That picture I showed you of that picture I showed you of freaking Drake of his hair.
Yeah.
Somebody literally posted a picture of Angelica and was like, "Look, see
That's terrible. That's funny.
Although
that's horrible. That's so great. I wish I could.
I guarantee you, I need to go back to that Twitter, that whole feed, or that stream, or whatever, however you say that. I need to like just sit there and scroll that and just see all the comments. Because there was 2 of them that
I'm dead. I'm dying. I can't recover from this. It's funny.
Oh my God. Guys, if y'all want to know what we're talking about, look up Drake's picture where he's got his hair like it's like froed out, but he's got like 2 pink clips in it.
So funny.
And it's so horrible.
Oh my God.
It's so horrible in the comments. Oh my God. The comments are the gold of the whole thing.
It's always in the comments, bro.
Oh my God. The comments were killing me.
He looks bisexual. That's so funny. It's so funny. It's so
God. Oh my God. I can't believe I got us on this conversation.
I need a break, dude. I can't recover. I'm crying.
It's bisexual. Oh.
Yes. Rugrats is great. Anyway.
Yeah.
What a great
Rugrats
show.
is awesome. So we'll go to Nate's number 1.
I can't. I'm done. Okay. It's so funny. I have number 1, Fairly Odd Parents.
So I agree. I'm glad you mentioned it, but I do like it. It's just not my top 5's pretty bangers for me, and I didn't. You had already pretty much had your list on here before I did, didn't you?
No, you had it on first.
Either way, I didn't think of it. I think that's what it was. I didn't think of it, and then you had it on your list, and I was like, there's no point in me putting it on my honorable mentions. We're already going to talk about it. So I just didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same way as like Rocket Power. I saw you put Rocket Power on there. So I'm like, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. But then I was like, well, who cares? It's already going to be talked about.
Dude. Cosmo and Wanda, great.
Yeah. Have you seen the whole... there's like a whole... Here's a conspiracy again.
There we go.
But it's not necessarily conspiracy because it's freaking cartoons. But like this whole thing where like they show you like how much of a dick Cosmo was to Wanda.
No,
Like
that sounds awesome.
So like there's like low key like basically he like is like a cheater basically is the gist behind it, because
What?
like he always like anytime like some like good looking person showed up, he would be like drooling over them.
No.
And then Wanda would just be sitting there like what the
Really?
fuck, basically.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly the whole thing, but there was like a whole like thing about Cosmo and Wanda, and it was like turns out that Cosmo's actually like a menace to society apparently.
Well, he's dumb. He was a dumb.
Yeah, but like maybe not a dum dum. Maybe he was just playing it off so he could be a cheating asshole.
Dude, I'm dying.
But yeah, apparently that's a whole.
That's wild.
You should look it
I'll have
up
to look that up.
because I don't remember exactly the whole thing. So you can research it and see. But it was. I just thought I saw that not that long ago, and I was like, mother effer.
Yeah.
Really.
Dude, this show like still pretty good today. I watched it not too long ago, and it was fine.
Icky Vicky.
Icky Vicky.
Yeah.
Remember she had a song too.
Yeah, Icky Vicky. So icky. The thought of something. Thought of something you makes me oh so sicky.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then there was like a dentist or something? Something about teeth. I don't know.
Yeah, there was the teacher,
Yeah.
but I think maybe I don't remember.
Bro, I can't remember. My brain.
I think maybe there. I don't know.
I can only think about Drake right now.
Was there like a tooth fairy? Was there a tooth fairy that was
Maybe.
evil or something? But then you had like
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there was the teacher that was like totally nuts, or everybody thought he was nuts, but it turns out he was actually saying the real things. But everybody's like, "What the heck?" Because he was always like trying to get the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he would like you know what I'm saying, like his body would like twitch and shit. Like I know nobody can see what I'm doing.
I wish we had a camera right now.
But like he would just like flail, like his whole body would like turn into different shapes. Like his whole body would turn into like a Z and shit.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? He would like freak out. But yeah,
it's a great show.
That was a good show too. But we're gonna have to end because.
Bro, I'm sure
We probably are gonna end up laughing for 30 more minutes about
I can't
the
stop
Drake thing. I know.
Hunger.
I've got to move. I've got to not think about it and move on.
Oh my gosh.
You can find us on TikTok, Unimportant Viewpoint.
Yeah.
Our website's unimportantviewpoint.com. You can email us at unimportantviewpoint@gmail.com. We got an email. Yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it was really nice. And
shout out John Bell again.
It was
the GOAT.
It was nice to get an email because it was like a whole thing. It was a whole bunch of stuff that obviously he can't comment, and it was just kind of cool to like read it. And
hyped.
It made me feel good.
I got the notification on my watch at work. I was like, "Shut up!" That was cool. It was great.
Yeah, I just the thing that I loved the most that made me feel really great is that he had a first off and he said a bunch of stuff, and then he said second, I look forward to you all each Monday.
That's pretty cool,
and
man.
I just thought that was really cool, and it made me feel good. So, and I know my sister-in-law, she had like a comment that she put on Spotify that she said that she had to cut a lot of stuff, that she wanted to say more stuff, but she had to cut a lot of it out.
Oh, is there a limit?
I guess there's a limit.
Ew.
And so, if you ever have that situation and you want to communicate long form to us, you can definitely email us because that was really cool.
It was lit.
It was nice to get that, and it was nice to have like a full list of things. And then he also sent us his top 5 fast food joints. If anybody wants to know his top 5, he had number 1, Raising Cane's. Number 2, Sonic, which after he said that, I'm like, he's right.
I have a problem with Sonic, though.
The food's not that great.
The food's gross.
But the drinks are so good that it makes it like...
And use the app, they're half price.
Yeah.
Bro, lit.
So, I mean, I can see that being a top 5 just for the drinks alone. Then you had Culver's at number 3.
Great choice.
Mod Pizza at number 4.
Not Aza, but okay.
Penn Station at number 5.
It was a good mix of both of our lists.
Yes, that's what I kind of got from it. It was like a pretty good list of like combining our lists together.
We could eat with John Bell. We would be okay.
Yeah. And then his honorable mentions are White Castle, Panda Express.
Okay, those are all trash, but those are honorable mentions, so we don't care.
Yeah, the honorable mentions, he lost me a little bit. Panda Express isn't bad, but I don't think I've ever had White Castle.
It is gross. You should try it. Don't have any plans that day. But you should definitely try it. They are.
That's what I've always heard.
They're horrible.
That's what I've always heard. If you want to comment or anything, we did get one comment. I'm gonna pull that up.
We should definitely read that
because I don't take offense to this, but I do think that this person's just wrong. Because I don't remember me having anything that was what I would consider. Hold on. Jeez Louise. Yeah. I'm like falling apart here trying to get to it.
Here, I got it. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So our last episode was about our top 5 favorite books.
Yeah.
He said, Luke, this is Clint, my husband. He said, Luke, I'm sorry to say, but that is a pumpkin spice list of a top 5. When did you turn so basic?
So, here's the thing. Number 1, I am basic. I will freely admit it.
I am too, so I'm right there with you, brother.
But I didn't think my list was basic.
It was basic.
I don't think it was.
Bro, yeah, it was basic.
Bro, I'm going to pull up the screenshot because I want to...
I'll tell you what's basic and what's not.
Because I don't remember exactly everything. But I just want to make sure that I have the correct things. So, The Great Alone.
I don't know that one.
But I don't feel like that's basic. Like, basic,
I can't say yes or no.
Basic to me would be like something that like I don't feel like maybe that's more popular or more like mainstream. Like I feel like that's what I think of like basic or like I don't know. Anyways, The Great Alone, The Martian.
Not basic.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Me Before You.
I don't know that one.
Dude, okay, when are you gonna jump in and say it's basic?
Gone Girl, basic.
I don't
Gillian
think that's
Flynn, basic.
I don't think that's basic. I don't get basic.
Nicholas Sparks, basic. Girl on the Train, basic.
I don't. Nicholas Sparks, yes, I will say basic. But I don't see Girl on the Train and Gone Girl as basic.
Those are books for white women in their 40s drinking. That way they read their books, they drink their pumpkin spice or their tea.
You think so? Yeah, I don't really. I don't get that from them.
Because you're so basic.
But there's literally 3 makes my list basic, and they weren't even in my top 5. There was only 1 in my top 5.
How many of mine are basic? 0. Name 1.
I don't know. Perks of Being a Wallflower is kind of basic.
That is not basic.
Yeah, it is basic.
Okay.
The Stoic Challenge, definitely basic.
Okay. Now we're just saying things on my list.
No, but I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know.
East of Eden.
No, I'm saying like John Steinbeck, like classics. Like I feel like that's kind of basic, but in a weird way, like not a normal basic. But I'm not saying your list is basic though. I'm not.
There's nothing wrong with being basic. I'm here for it.
I mean, I am basic on most things. I did not think this list was basic.
I thought it was partly basic.
I just don't know.
It was a fun comment. I really enjoyed reading it.
I did too.
I did too. Chuckle.
I mean, I did enjoy it, but I just was really confused about it because I'm like, I don't feel like my list was basic. So then I went back and looked, and I'm like, yeah, I still don't feel like my list is basic. Though. But I don't know. Whatever. Teach their own, I guess. But I mean, I am basic, so
that's okay.
So, anyways, that is it for this week. Please like, comment, share, any of those things. 5 stars on anything you listen to us on. Email us if you want to mention something more than just what you're allowed to mention in the comments for whatever. If you want to just communicate with us. We might not email you back, but we definitely probably will like say stuff in the podcast. Like if you have a question or whatever, we might answer it in the podcast.
And he sent top 5 suggestions in his email.
Yes. So that's another thing too. Like like I said, we are gonna run out of top 5s eventually.
Yeah.
Or like you might have a good idea that can spark something. So.
Yeah. Shoot us those. That'd be cool.
And fun ones too. we've done some pretty serious, or not serious, but like we've done less like entertaining, and we want to do something silly. That's kind of why we did kids cartoons this week.
Yeah, and we had a good time.
Yeah. Even though part of it was from Drake.
It was mostly Drake related,
but yeah. So anyways, that is it for this week's Unimportant Viewpoint. Nate, you got anything?
No, I just keep thinking about Drake.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.